If you feel stuck, like you keep starting over, like you get a burst of motivation and then disappear for days or weeks, this is going to matter more than you think. Because I used to live in that exact cycle. I'd get inspired, set big goals, promise myself this time would be different. And for a few days, it was. I'd wake up early, work hard, feel locked in. Then something small would happen. I'd get tired, miss one day, lose momentum. And just like that, everything would fall apart. Not because I didn't care, but because I was relying on something unstable to carry me. Motivation. And motivation is a terrible foundation. It feels powerful in the moment, but it's inconsistent. It shows up when things are easy and disappears when things get uncomfortable. So every time I depended on it, I was setting myself up to fail. Then I made one shift. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this changed everything. I stopped asking, how do I stay motivated? And I started asking, how do I make it impossible to fall off? That question forces you to think differently. Because now it's not about hype or intensity. It's about design. It's about building something that works even when you don't feel like it. So here's exactly what I changed. First, I made everything smaller, not my long-term goals, just the daily entry point. Instead of saying, I'm going to work out for an hour, I made one rule. Show up for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. And I know what you're thinking. That's too easy. That won't do anything. But that's the point. Because your brain doesn't resist easy. You don't need motivation to do something small. You just start. And once you start, something interesting happens. Momentum kicks in. Most days, 5 minutes turns into 20, 30, sometimes more. But even on the days it doesn't, I still win. Because I showed up. And showing up is what builds identity. That's the part nobody talks about. Every time you follow through, even in a small way, you're proving something to yourself. You're reinforcing, I'm someone who does what I said I'd do. That belief is everything. Because once you trust yourself, you stop negotiating. Second, I removed friction. This one is huge. Most people don't realize how many tiny obstacles are in their way. Things like not knowing what to do next, having to prepare everything from scratch, making decisions in the moment. All of that drains energy. And when your energy drops, you quit. So I simplified everything. I chose a specific time, a specific place, a specific action. No thinking, no guessing, no, what should I do today? It was already decided, because every extra decision is a chance to back out. And when you're tired, you don't rise to your goals. You fall to your system. So I built a system that made the right action the default. Third, I changed how I handled failure. Before, missing one day would spiral into 5. Because my mindset was all or nothing. If I wasn't perfect, I felt like I failed. And once you feel like you failed, it's easy to give up completely. So I replaced that rule with a better one. Never miss twice. Miss one day? Fine. changed it. Not into fake positive nonsense, but into something practical. Something that actually helps. Instead of, I don't feel like it, I'd say, do the minimum. Instead of, I messed up, I'd say, just don't miss twice. Instead of, this is too much, I'd say, start small. Simple, direct, action-focused. Because the goal isn't to feel better. The goal is to keep moving. And then something started to happen. Slowly, but noticeably. I stopped relying on motivation. I stopped having those dramatic ups and downs. And I started becoming consistent, not perfect, not extreme, just steady. And that's where the real power is. Because when you're consistent, things start compounding. You don't notice it day to day, but give it a few weeks. You've built momentum. Give it a few months. You've built discipline. Give it enough time. And you've built a completely different version of yourself. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Being mentally unstoppable doesn't mean you always feel strong. It doesn't mean you wake up motivated every day. It doesn't mean you never struggle. It means those things don't control your actions anymore. You still feel tired. You still feel lazy. You still have days where you don't want to do anything, but you've built a system that carries you anyway. That's the difference. Because anyone can perform when they feel good, but the people who actually change their lives, they show up when they don't. They remove the option to quit, not through force, but through design. So if you've been stuck in that cycle, starting strong, falling off, starting again, try this shift. Stop chasing motivation. Stop trying to go all in every time. And start asking, how do I make this so easy I can't avoid it? Shrink the task, remove the friction, fix your self-talk, and follow one simple rule. Never miss twice. Do that, and everything changes. Because once you become consistent, you become dangerous. Not in a loud way, not in a flashy way, but in a quiet, unstoppable way. You stop